With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Look out!
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Allen. That's complete. Calvin Austin. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Cook. He'll work forward for a couple. That is Omar Norman Lott. There to bring him down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Allen working from the pistol. That's taken in. It's James Cook. Who's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he will get into the end zone. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Touchdown number 9 for the year. If the point line pass is good, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Rashee Rice. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
First down throw, Mahomes. What a cover on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cole Bishop.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. That is Omar Norman Lott there to bring him down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. On play action, Allen moving left. Aside that open man is nuts. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it. Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. He's across midfield. Look at the big guy rumble. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
71 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Regular, gun.
Here's Cook. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. One more time with Cook. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
56.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Jackson Hogg. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his kick is good. And the Bills move out on top, 14-0. Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. For the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
And the first down, Chiefs.
On the ground, it's the tight end. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun. It's Mahomes. Open man downfield. It's Rice. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Mahomes to Rice for a big play. 38 yards.
38 yards on the play. First down, Chiefs.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Moving outside the pocket. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I really like this defensive play call. Knowing the offense is backed up on their own territory, take the fight to them. You know their first order of business is they're just trying to get some breathing room. Don't give it to them. You go attack. It's exactly what they were able to do, and that hit is what ultimately led to that incompletion.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Allen on 3rd down. Well, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
They'll indeed go for it with Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bills, 1st down.
So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. The Bills with the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Handoff, running left. This is Cook. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
Back at the 16.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
That's good for a Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To the air is Allen. Going up top. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Pass now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Bills must take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Chiefs, nothing. Tyler Bass.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco, and he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to have the Chiefs' 1st down. This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Forced to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are on the board now here in this 2nd quarter.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
At their own 35-yard line.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. This one's going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And 3rd down. Coming up.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 6.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Here comes 3rd and 6.
56, 56. Ready? Middle. Go.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook, and he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Middle. Alert. Hey, home.
Oh, and now movement up front, trying to get the defense to jump. One of the offensive linemen moved instead. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Allen going to throw for it. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Mahomes going for it all. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. Like, he just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. Moving to his right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Off 52. Sub. Round 80.
Here's Allen. It's Shaquille. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Half 85. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Rolling to the left. Now he'll run. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
On 1st down, it's Allen. That's to the right side and incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A run on 1st and goal. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Allen going to throw here on 3rd and goal. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Keon Coleman. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
It's good. Makes the score Bills 28, Chiefs 3. Timer
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Smith to return it.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That lug good for 8 does it. Very quick first down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a 1st down.
First down throw. Mahomes rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
1st down, Kansas City.
Here's Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Timer pass to kick off 4th and goal.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Exiting the pocket right. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. To throw is Mahomes. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. That's taken in, and he is going to have a Chiefs 1st down. That was something else. Big pickup on 4th and long, and they get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Off the play fake. Mahomes. Forced out wide. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes. That's going to be caught.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the 2nd half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. He takes off.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And that is incomplete. Contacted there just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
4th down. Here's Allen. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. He'll find his tight end Gray open open downfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 15 yards through the air. First down, KC.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here's first and 10. Gray is the motion man here. On first down, it's Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10.
Yellow.
Here's a run with their tight end.
The tight end of the ball carrier. Tackled at the 49-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Third down and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. In trouble, and down he goes.
A loss of 9.
Yeah, it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mahomes. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. He's going to give the ball over on
The
down.
result of the play is a turnover on downs.
On first and 10, it's Allen. He finds Austin with the grab. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
17 yards. And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, Allen. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Here we go.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Hook, and he is upended. Boy, awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one.
It's a loss of 1.
In these goal-to-go situations, backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Play action. It's Allen. Out to his right. That is caught. Back corner of the end zone. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will extend this third quarter lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. A good return as he takes it across. It's the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Motion man is Rice. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. After After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. The outside catch made by Worthy. And we get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. On the run to the right. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Hey, 57, 57. What's that?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Now he'll work his way out right. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs are able to edge a bit closer. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. This one grabbed by Austin. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Allen now on 2nd down. That's complete to Coleman. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Alert! Look out!
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He'll let one go down the middle. And he will score. Alvin Austin. Touchdown to Buffalo. Passes hit is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
13. Tyler Bass.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Drive battling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Bills have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
The offense retains possession.
From the gun, it's Allen. That is caught. What a throw. Game's cooked. Touchdown, Bills. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. The extra point by Bass is good, and the Bills will add one more onto their big lead.
Chiefs 13.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. He'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle is made at about the 38-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, it is 2nd and 6.
Yellow.
They'll stick with him again. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Brings up 3rd and
3.
Patrick to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. First and 10.
City Chiefs.
Yellow.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. To throw is Mahomes. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop it for no gain, and now it's 4th and goal. Now Mahomes. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks. And the Chiefs are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They continue to be the hottest.